Hello there.
Hello there guys, how's it going? Hope you're all having a good weekend so far. Today, the journey towards the true ending continues. Last time, I received the white fragment from the Queen of Hallanest, which is one half of a very mysterious and powerful charm. Today, I'm going to begin working towards getting the second half of it. I won't be getting the second half of it today because it's quite an involved process, but we'll be doing the bulk of that work. While I'm doing that, I will also be showing off the main bulk of the content introduced in the Hidden Dreams content pack, which is the first of the 4 free content packs that this game received. We've already covered all of the content introduced in the third pack, Lifeblood, and then we've very briefly cited some stuff from 2 and 4, but they're going to get their own involved streams after the end of the playthrough. But the first one integrates quite nicely with what you need to do to get the second half of the White Fragment. So that's why I'm doing it today. Right, so to begin, there's a lot to do, so let's quickly tell Zote to shut the fuck up, and then we will get moving. Going to be doing a lot of fast travelling today. First of all, let's go to the Forgotten Crossroads. Then let's take a look at my charms. So, I'm thinking, yeah, I want Fragile Strength. Mark of Pride could actually be pretty useful for this fight. Maybe Quick Focus? Actually, no, I definitely don't need Quick Focus. Probably a spell. A Spell Twister, maybe. Which one makes them stronger again? Shaman Stone, and then Dream Wielder for this specific boss, I think. So, I'm going to be heading to the boss arena of the False Knight. Let's just deal with that guy first. And what I'm about to do here will basically set the tone for this entire section of the game and a good chunk of today's stream. Oh, I hate these assholes. Alright, buddy, there's no need to scream about it, it's not that bad. So, the armor remains here, but someone has moved the corpse that was inside it. So if I go up this way, you'll notice that there's somewhere I can wall jump. And you might be able to hear some noises. There's nothing up here, just some geo. And I believe this goes all the way across to the other side. Yeah. But you will have noticed, if you were paying attention, a breakable wall. They're mourning their friend. And what's really cruel is that they count as enemies, so unfortunately, I must do what I must. Hey, Gundafwad, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? So, you will notice that there are dream particles coming off the corpse of the False Knight. And you know what dream particles mean? You can enter the dream of the False Knight. Now, This isn't the first time I've been inside the dream world this playthrough, but it is the first time where the rules of the dream world are actually going to be relevant. And it's pretty simple. Basically, dying within a dream does not really count as dying. You don't face any of the penalties for it. Your shade won't be released, you won't lose your geo, you won't respawn at the nearest bench. If you have fragile charms, they won't break. Instead, you will just wake up wherever it was you entered the dream world. There are 2 exceptions to this, but we won't be getting into either of those today. I will, of course, be pointing those out when I get to them. Right, I can never remember the quick way of getting through this bit, so I'm just going to be quite careful. Want to conserve as much health as possible going into this, so I don't really want to drop down. Am I a Hollow Knight pro? I would say I've got a lot of hours in Hollow Knight. I don't know that I'd call myself a pro. Especially not when I'm recording it and people can see what I'm doing. So, this is our first dream boss. These are basically tougher rematches of bosses you fought before. The False Knight here, or the Failed Champion, as he's now known, has become absolutely cracked. This guy has been doing a ton of cocaine, basically. He's now super fast. And he also does double damage. He is quite the increase in difficulty from his original fight. But there is a bit of an exploit to this fight. As long as I keep pogoing him like this, he will never be able to get back up. And you might think, well, why is that useful? Well, what I can do, grab some soul, reset his timer, grab some soul, heal, reset his timer, now this is totally cheesing. I don't think this is intentional, but I don't care. He's a hard boss. I will take any exploit I can.
Phenomenal.
Okay, he's going to go for the overhead swing. There we go. Ow. Yeah, the tricky thing about this boss is it's gone from someone who is just really easy to hit and exploit to someone who's really hard to get an opening in on. So you really got to be on the top of your game here. Yeah, I learned about how to cheese him because of the boss rush stuff in one of the DLCs. Basically turned him from a really hard challenge into a bit of a breather boss. Okay, that round went pretty smoothly. Unbreakable strength makes this really quick, thankfully. The damage increase it gives you is really powerful. And down he goes, there we go. How cool I am RIL versus in my head. That's basically what these dream bosses are, yeah. Alright, Dan, enjoy your lurk. What game are you playing? Anyway, yeah, I quite enjoy that fight. It takes what was a really well-designed first boss and makes it into a satisfying endgame challenge without feeling too unfair. Being able to cheese it is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. It doesn't take away from how good of a boss fight it is. Just browsing Game Pass, fair enough. I wanted it, the strength to protect the others. When I saw that knight sleeping safe in his big armoured shell, it wasn't madness that drove me to it. I just wanted it. But in the end, if strength cannot save you, then what can? So, yeah, we've heard about the Great Knights of Hallownest a few times. I believe I might have spoken about this before, but basically the False Knight here found one of them sleeping, killed him in his sleep and stole his armour. And his armor is kind of like a giant mech suit. It's implied that the knight was also very small. There are theories that Sly is that great knight and he somehow survived. But given that he already had a role being the Great Nail Sage, I'm not convinced that he's one of the knights myself. But it is a theory that I wanted to acknowledge. Anyway, you don't get anything too tangible for beating them, you just get some essence. This is the best way to get essence. You get quite a lot for doing it. So, that's basically going to be what I'm doing for the next however long it takes. Basically going around fighting all of these dream rematches. There are 3 of them in the base game, and then Hidden Dreams adds 2 more of them. One of them, as we will see, is not like the others. Oh, I'm not looking for... Well, I am looking forward to that one, and also not looking forward to it. You'll see. So, for the next one, I'm going to the city storerooms. Just take a look at my charms. Don't really need Dream Wielder anymore. I think I don't necessarily need Mark of Pride for this one either. So I might go Soul Eater and go for more of a spell build here. Probably get rid of Strength as well in that case. Throw on Spell Twister. And then maybe Grub Song, yeah. You can probably guess based on where I am which boss that I'm going to be refighting. And I want to go for a Soul versus Soul fight here. Essence is the stuff you give to the moth bloke, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what essence is. So being able to get lots of it is a really good thing. Now I have 1500, I could go and get a Mask Shard. But I figured I might as well save going to him until the end. And just turn it all in at once. Okay, into the Soul Sanctum. Let's quickly get some more soul. Going through this place is going to be just as annoying, but thankfully this time, if I die, I don't have to do the whole run back through this area. And I've opened up a bunch of shortcuts as well now. I still hate these guys. Please die. I do not want you around here. I know it's your home, but I'm here now, so go away. Okay, getting hit by all these guys does not bode well for this fight. Okay, here we go. Let's grab this soul. And then down underneath the Soul Master's arena is his corpse. He is the second rematch. This is the Soul Tyrant, the stronger version of the Soul Master. And he's been enhanced in a slightly different way to the failed champion. Rather than being faster, he now has more complicated attacks. Okay, maybe he is also a little bit faster. Okay, got a good hit in there. Okay, you've got to be very careful with that attack because he does his fake out a lot more often. Ow. I would not say this is going particularly well. Oh god, you didn't teleport into me, you bastard. Okay, I'm going to miss the chance to attack there just to heal. I think that's the smart thing to do. Just so I don't die. This is a fairly long fight, this one. He has a lot of health. Okay, nice. Got a spell off. Oh, nice. You can hit him during that. Okay. It's not very useful to hit him then, but good to know. Ow. Okay, gotta get that cheap hit in there. Not really a good opportunity for a spell there because you hang in the air too long. Got him. Into the fake out. Second phase. Okay, now this is where he gets a lot faster. If you want to actually dodge these, you do kind of have to jump a little bit first, and then the Fool will carry you just outside of the hitbox. Dashing alone is not enough to dodge these. And it took me a long time to learn that. Got him, nice. Gotta love the DPS on my Howling Wraith spell there. I think of the 3 base game rematches, he is my favourite. Because they actually went and made the fight more complicated, rather than just upping his stats, and he was already a fight that I quite enjoyed. Really do like the Soul Tyrant. In my dreams I could see it. The kingdom's salvation, the cure for the plague, the answer was in the soul that animates our bodies. But the king, why? He opposed everything I did. His jealousy, his madness. By standing against me, he robbed me of my immortality. Now the king and his kingdom are dead, but I will live forever. Yeah, about that, mate. Okay, 1800, nice. Technically, that is all of the essence that you need to do the true ending. I could go and start doing that now. I'm not going to. I want to show off the rest of these rematches, because they are all pretty fun boss fights. Just gotta remember the way through this area. Think up here. Yeah. Gotta follow the corpses. Honestly, I would say the next one that I'm heading to is probably the easiest of these. Now that I've said that, I am going to die to it in a really stupid way. Just watch. Oh, poop. Right, back over to the city storeroom stag station then. Wait, I don't think I wanted to bring that down, did I? No. No, I want to slip under it. Oh dear god, that's a lot of guys! Don't want to engage with you, just want to head straight to the next boss. So for the next one, I will be going to the Hidden Station, which, as you can imagine, was made a lot easier by the Hidden Dreams DLC being a thing. Also, Ben, I see you on Xenoblade X, nice. Sometimes you're hearing me IRL before on the stream. Am I that loud? I'll try to speak at a more sensible volume. Right, so from me coming here, once again, you will probably guess who I am coming here to fight. Let's take a look at my charms. So, I would like Defender's Crest. Because as I discussed with the first version of this boss, he has those summons, and they will basically instantly die to the fart cloud that this charm generates. He's going to be making a lot more of those things during this fight, so yeah, definitely want that. As for the rest of the setup, probably want, I think, Sharp Shadow for this one, maybe Mark of Pride, Quick Slash, and then I might throw on Spore Shroom, why not? Yeah, it's doing that to me as well. I'm trying my best to ignore it. Okay. Third and final of the base game rematches is the Broken Vessel. So, you're intended to do these rematches pretty late into the game. You can't even access the False Knight and the Soul Masters rematches the first time you beat them because you don't have the Dream Nail. With the Broken Vessel, you can, because you need the Crystal Heart to get to the Broken Vessel. And by the time you have that, you're pretty likely to have the Dream Nail as well. On my first playthrough, I went, ooh, Dream, went inside, and I got absolutely bodied by this guy. Because I had basically, like, just the basic nail upgrade, I barely had any health, didn't have any good charms. It was awful. I persevered, though. It took me 2 hours, but I beat him. So this boss will always have a bit of a special place in my heart for that. So this is the Lost Kin. He is basically the Broken Vessel. A few of his moves have been swapped out for different ones. Honestly, I think this version of those moves is actually easier to deal with. And he's also been made a lot faster, and he summons a lot more of these guys. I would say, despite my experience with him, he is definitely the easiest of these bosses. out. When you dodge the right way, that is. Yeah, there we go. There's one of his new moves. He does that in place of the bullet hell attack he had originally. And the bullet hell attack is just a hell of a lot harder to deal with than this one, so I'm not quite sure why they swapped that out. I wonder if it was originally intended to be the other way round, especially since this version of the boss uses infection stuff a lot more. God, that jumping attack is really annoying. It's really hard to see where he's going to land. How is it that the one I said was easiest is the one that brought me closest to dying? The Lost King says nothing, because he has no mouth with which to speak. Okay, right. Before I get on to the Hidden Dreams bosses, since I'm in this area, it's finally time to go after the final Dream Warrior. The one that I was putting off the last time I was in Kingdom's Edge. Now this guy is what we in the business call a lil bitch. And I have been dreading fighting him for this entire playthrough. He sucks. He is genuinely probably my least favourite boss in this game. I hate him. So this is going to be fun for you guys. Let's call the tram over. I'll try not to blunt her, but I can't promise anything. Okay, right, charms. What will I want for this guy? Probably a spell build is going to be the best. Yeah, Soul Eater, Spell Twister, Grub Song. Getting in close to this guy is not really going to be an option. Actually, I wonder if instead of Grub Song, maybe I should get Nail Master's Glory. A lot of my failed runs of bosses have been because I've been running Nail Master's Glory and trying to do nail arts where I don't usually do them. However, for this guy, I do tend to do them, so that might actually be a good shout. Oh boy. Not looking forward to this one. Just got to remind myself of the route. There's not really a close... Unless I go... Yeah, I'm going to have to go upwards to that bench near Hornet, I think. And use that as my bench, because I'm almost certainly going to die to this guy. I don't think I've ever done this guy first try. I think when I did my Steel Soul run, I ignored him. I don't think I did him. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've actually mentioned it on stream. Since those Steel Soul attempts that I did on stream 5 years ago, I ended up doing it in my own time, and I did actually beat it. So I am officially a pro now. I'm a pro, so it should be fine. Nah, this guy is where my proness ends. Everyone has their nemesis. He is mine. Oh, my hay fever's playing up a bit. My eyes getting all itchy. Can I climb up here? Yeah, I think I can. While I'm going up past these corpses, there is a specific one that I'm hoping to see. I don't know if I've met the criteria for him to spawn, though. It's not that one. I think I might have to talk to someone at the Colosseum to get that to happen. Okay, so, yeah, across here. Over towards the bench first. Oh, hello, Primal Aspid, you motherfucker. Okay, let's grab the bench. Oh, and then let's head down. Okay. Think I might have missed him. Who said you could come down here? Okay, no, I do want to go down a little bit. Oh, no, that is definitely not the way. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. Oh, there's fucking two of them. Right, here we go. Want to pass through there. It is my great displeasure to introduce to you Markoth, the 7th Dream Warrior. You have come a long way just to die here at the edge of the world. No, do not speak. I've heard thousands and thousands of empty words from those like you. Your pride, your desires, your desperation. You will take these things with you once I strike you down. Raise your weapon then, and die like those who came before you. Okay, so not only does this guy have a lot more health than the other Warrior Dreams, he is constantly firing these needles at you from across the arena. That's not the tricky bit. The tricky bit is actually trying to land an attack on this motherfucker, because he has a Dream Shield. The Dream Shield charm was actually inspired by this guy. People hated this boss fight so much that Team Cherry were like, well, what if we gave you his attack? But these things can just fire at you from off-screen. It's really annoying. Okay, this is a good opportunity to heal. Yeah, listening to the sound effects is probably the best way to go in this fight, because at least then you know that one has spawned, even if you can't see it. Okay, I'm a little bit close for comfort here. Okay, now he's got two of them. And I think he fires these more regularly as well. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Yeah, nail arts are really good in this fight as a spells. Because if you've only got a small window to get an attack in, you might as well make it your most powerful attack. If you get the chance to. Got him. Okay, that wasn't too bad. But yeah, the reason I hate this fight is that it's pretty much entirely RNG dependent. And when there are so many really good, actually well-designed boss fights in this game that are properly hard, this one being hard entirely because of RNG bullshit just gives it a bit of a sour taste in my mouth. This isn't even the hardest version of Markoth. Oh boy. We'll be talking about that version later on. Not today, that's not a today thing. But that version took this already shitty boss fight and made it utterly cancerous, and I have genuinely no idea why they did that. Never have I been defeated in combat. I can see myself there, still sleeping. How long have I been hidden here? Here at the edge of the world, no one could find me, except you. Warriors, knights, kings, even time itself. They have no power over me. Only you. You are the darkness, come to consume me. Yeah, whatever, Markoth. Don't be so bloody dramatic. Get in my essence bag. Okay, right. Now that Markoth has been dealt with, I would like to head to the Royal Waterways. Because it's time to go and fight the 2 new Dream bosses added in the Hidden Dreams DLC. And these 2 are a lot better than Markoth. They are actually good boss fights. Was that a first try? Yes, it was. You are the darkness, come to consume me, the night. Yeah, he just says nothing. He's like, yeah, whatever, bro. You believed, you did, yeah. I doubted, you did not. Him calling the night the darkness, though, is pretty on point. Once you know where the story's going. I mean, you guys have seen The Abyss. You might be starting to piece together what's up. I hear a primal fuckwit! There you are! Do I even need to go to the bench? No, let's just get the hell out of here. I already respawn at that bench anyway, so there's no point going to it. I'm at full health. Right, down we go. I believe it's in the room below this one. The entrance to the waterways. Yes, this is it, isn't it? Is this it? No, that's where Cornifer was hiding. That's an entrance to the City of Tears, so I think I need to go down near to where the hive is. Hello, bees. Right, where in the waterways does this actually put me again? Because this place is a pain in the ass to navigate. Okay. I'm not actually close to where I want to be. That's unfortunate. And this is the wrong way. Oh, hello. Let's leave the ramps alone. Now, I think you guys can probably guess who I'm on my way to go and fight, considering which area I'm in. Right, let's make my way to the bench first. I'm going to want to think about my charms. If I can remember how to get to the bench from where I am. Here it is. Nice. Okay. I definitely want some spell stuff. Reducing the amount of soul, increasing the damage. Not sure I want that or that. Mark of Pride is a definite one, and then maybe Sharp Shadow. Oh god. Okay, this is the way. Right, down into the Dung Defender's secret lair. We can hear him. He's having himself a little nap next to his poo statues of the Great Knight. I've already shown off the poo statue of the king, I believe. But anyway, he is sleeping, so I can enter his dreams. The first Hidden Dreams boss is a rematch with the Dung Defender. But we're not fighting him in the sewers, oh no. We're fighting him in the Royal Palace. They went to a bit more effort with the Hidden Dreams rematches. They're not just the same boss, slightly tweaked. They've been fully revamped. They have new designs, new music, and we're going to listen to that new music. You were joking when you said Dung Defender round 2. So, the song on the title screen is not the Dung Defender's music for this fight. It's for the second Hidden Dreams boss fight. But when you said that, I was like, he's more right than he realizes. Okay. It's time to meet the White Defender. Let's enjoy this. I love this boss fight. They took a boss fight that I loved for just the character and the charm of it. There wasn't a particularly difficult fight. They made it into a really, really hard fight. And they gave him this glorious resplendent armor and some really epic music. My friends, I will protect our dear kingdom. Have faith in me. We will all meet again, I promise it. Like, they took an already fantastic fight and they just improved it so much. In terms of like tracks I like to listen to, I still do prefer the original Dung Defender theme, but this one is magnificent. Now you'll notice, he still has dream particles coming off him. So these Hidden Dreams bosses are a little bit different than the regular Dream bosses. They weren't dead. They didn't die at the end of their original fight. So defeating them doesn't get rid of them. You can refight them. But the fight's going to be changed just a little bit. The White Defender here, unfortunate name aside, is a pretty simple fight when it comes to how it's been changed. Basically, he just does double damage now. You can fight him up to 5 times, and every time you fight him, he will do more and more damage, until he eventually does 5 damage per hit, basically two-shotting you. I have beaten all of these rematches. It was really, really bloody hard. You don't really get much in the way of tangible rewards for it, so I'm not actually going to be doing it here on stream today. I'm not even promising that I'm going to beat the 2 health version. So I was already struggling quite a bit with the 1 HP version. I just wanted to show off that that was a thing. However, if you do beat the level 5 version, you get kind of a reward. He will build a statue in your honor made out of shit. And that is your reward for beating all 5 of the White Defender matches. And it is magnificent. You earn his respect, and you get a shit statue. I love the Dung Defender. He is one of my favourite characters in this game. So, only one Dream Boss remains. He is the boss who the music that I used on the start screen belongs to. He is located in Dirtmouth. Who do we think it is? Let's summon the stag. And let's head back to Dirtmouth. The Nailmaster Shopkeeper guy. Pretty good guess. Keep that one in mind. Because it's not correct, but you're also not entirely wrong. If I go into Bretta's house, and then I descend into her Stalker Shrine, you will notice that this ridiculously buffed statue of Zote has dream particles coming from it. I'm just going to let you experience this first run through the fight. Because it's, it's something. So what we just experienced is Grey Prince Zote. One of the hardest fights in the game. Not because he's a well-designed fight, but because he's an incompetent moron and he bumbles around the arena and it's really hard to predict what he's doing. He's got all of these weird, horrific Zote summons, like he's got Zote flies and there's some other ones that we've not seen yet. And this amazing, over-dramatic bit of music that might honestly be one of the best tracks in the game belongs to fucking Zote. What? Why did they make this? What is this? What is this fight? I do not understand what was going through their minds when they were like, you know what? Let's take the weakest, most pathetic fight in the game and make him into a super boss. So, like the White Defender, you can refight the Grey Prince. However, his upgrade path is a little more complicated. He doesn't just start doing more damage for every fight. So, I am actually going to do a few of these refights. Should you find the Legendar or just give Moe the money for a new one? I don't think it matters that much. So, you're more concerned that the weird shrine is apparently sentient enough to dream. So I believe the shrine is connected to Bretta's dreams. Every time you fight Zote, he gets more titles. So he had 3 in the first fight, and now he has 5. So how this fight is changed, it's basically exactly the same fight, except now he has a second enemy that he can summon. As well as the flying guys, he can now summon these like weird, deformed, hopping creatures, which honestly are even more horrifying. Ah! Fucking hell, Zote! The knockback bloody damaged me. But yeah, there was a moment in time before DLC packs 2 and 4 came out that this was the hardest fight in the game. It's definitely not anymore. There are a lot of fights that are objectively harder and are better designed as hard fights. But I kind of love this one for existing, because it's just stupid. And I don't mind it being hard, mainly because it's bullshit, because it's Zote, and that is entirely in character for Zote. Okay, this attack is really annoying to deal with, because you never know when he's going to fall over. But just look at this boss arena, like, look at the amount of effort they put into this. Like, the poor white defender should have been the shining star of Hidden Dreams. But they added this and completely overshadowed him. So now I've beaten Grey Prince Zote twice. Let's see what Bretta has to say about me butting into her fantasy. You'll see she's not blushing so much. She doesn't seem quite so enamored with Zote. Okay, no, I don't want to talk to you, Zote. It was Bretta's dreams that I wanted. Grey Prince, your words. Are they repeating? So, as I defeat Zote, she begins to lose her admiration for him. And considering no one should be admiring this asshole, it is my most important duty to cleanse her of her curse. It's time to fight the Grey Prince a third time. Here he is, the diligent, overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful Grey Prince Zote. Back for round 3. So, again, he just has a new enemy that he can summon. But this one is a little bit different to the other two. He can summon kamikaze exploding Zotes. Because of course he can. Okay, this run does not seem to be going quite as well as the other two. Oh, got penned in by that exploding one. I think I'm gonna die. Okay, maybe not. Okay, no, I am definitely gonna die. At least it doesn't count as an actual death, so no one can say that I actually died to Zote. Oh, god damn it. God damn it, Zote. Why are you the way that you are? I don't know why this is giving me so much more trouble than the first two. It's not really that much harder. This isn't the version that I need to be worrying about. This is the precursor to the version I should be worrying about. Ugh. Oh, frickin' weird Zote spider thing. Ugh. Oh my god. Okay, right. No enemies on the field. I can heal. Oh, Zote, you son of a bitch. Okay, I need that healing window desperately. Oh, got him! Bloody hell! That was intense. Oh, my hands are so sweaty. You thought you had a new side quest pop up, but it was bloody Papote. Oh, Papote's annoying. Okay, so there is a fourth rematch with the Grey Prince. Now, this one is where it starts behaving like the White Defender. From this fight onwards, I believe you can fight it up to 10 times total. These three do count as the first three. And for each one of the remaining fights, he will start doing one more Mask of Health, up to a total of, I believe, 7 or 8, depending on how the math works out. You only need to do one of the multiple damage fights in order to finish this like little quest line. And that's all I'm going to be doing. I'm not fighting the bloody 7-8 hearts version of Zote. Screw that. Grey Prince, you seem smaller. Were you always so tattered and stained? Yes, he was. He was always so tattered and stained. This prone is telling you to assassinate Nagi. He's still in your party. I love that quest. You get that quest after Chapter 8, and you get Nagi after Chapter 8, so it's like... chances are he's going to be in your party for that one. Okay, psyching myself up for this. This double damage Zote fight is genuinely really hard. Vigorous, diligent, overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful, Grey Prince Zote. Let's take him down. Or try to. Okay, the minions don't do double damage. That's good to know. A genuine strategy for this fight is if you're going to take damage, get hit by the minion instead. Because then you will take 1 damage rather than 2, and you'll get, like, invulnerability frames. Oh my god. What is that title? Yeah. Alright, I don't know how many attempts I'm going to give this, but I would like to beat this version of Zote today. Because if I can't beat this double damage fight, then I don't deserve to be able to beat the actually hard double damage fights, which I can beat. Or I can do that. Bloody Zote. I might need to rethink my charm build for this. Shit. Thought I'd gotten over that and misjudged it. Oh, that was close. Oh, shitting out. Fuck you, Zote. Okay. That was literally the worst place he could have been coming from. Okay, gotta be really careful here. Okay. Oh, God. Got him! Oh! Oh! Ho, ho, ho. Oh! Oh, bloody hell, that was intense. All 4 candles are lit. And Beretta's gone. Zote hasn't noticed. He is still just babbling on about his precepts. But Beretta, the maiden's quest. Her grey prince diminished and her white saviour revealed his beast. The maiden at last understood the truth. Her life's companion would not appear, for they could not appear to a maiden sat idle. She must instead seek them out, must find her love and free them of her solitude. And thus, her own journey began. Out into dangerous lands, shielded by her love awaiting, guided by her love to be. With every step, the maiden could feel it, their fated meeting, coming ever closer. So, Beretta left. She fell out of love with Zote. Zote had already tarnished our image, so she wouldn't fall back in love with us. So she left to go find love, If you beat all 10 Grey Prince Zote fights, and why would you? Because that is genuine torture. This statue turns gold. I don't have a screenshot of that because I haven't done it myself, so I wasn't able to grab one. I will not be doing that today. Shut the fuck up, Zote. I have had enough of you today. I have seen things involving you that I never wished to have seen. Let's talk to someone normal like Elderbug. I heard a piercing cry from the well. It echoed about my mind and left me all a daze. I'd say it was a foul beast's death, but this cry sounded different, divine. Has something happened, little traveller? No, don't tell me. If foul events are brewing, it's probably better I don't know. Oh, so he references and acknowledges the fact that I've already beaten the game. That's interesting. Is he called Hollow Knight because he's hollow inside like an Easter egg? You joke, but kinda? Also, this guy is not the Hollow Knight. Alright, let's go to the resting grounds. Let's turn in all of this essence. So yeah, that is the main point of today's stream done. I've beaten all of the dream bosses. I've shown off all of the Hidden Dreams DLC content. There's not like a big quest to Hidden Dreams, it's just a couple of extra boss fights and some quality of life changes, which, considering it was the first update, and I think it came out like 2 months after the game launched, that's pretty reasonable, I think. Ah, Wielder, you've returned. Let me have a look at the Dream Nail. Yes, I thought so. More than 1,500 essence. The Dream Nail is close. So close to fully awakening. Continue on your path, Wielder. I know not what guides you, nor what will it is that drives you forward. Once you have collected 1,800 essence, though, I will be here waiting. Take this gift. May it grant you strength and help you to collect the essence of this world. The final Mask Shard. I'm at maximum health, maximum power. Yes, the time has come. The Dream Nail, and you as well, Wielder. It is time for you both to awaken. The essence you have collected, the hope that still remains in this old kingdom, pure potential. Let it course through you and into the Dream Nail. Hold it aloft, Wielder. Awaken. Collected the Awoken Dream Nail. Hold X to charge and slash with the nail. The Dream Nail is upgraded. It can break into even the most protected mind. So, this isn't really an upgrade. It doesn't do anything new in terms of like combat or anything like that. However, there are 2 very specific minds that were not able to be broken into with the Dream Nail. Now you can break into them. One of them isn't important. The other holds the path to the second white fragment. I'm not going to be doing that today. I think I want to do that in the same stream as the final boss, do all of that ending stuff in one stream. But it is now available. Ah, yes. No dream can hide itself from you now. You can peer into the darkest places. You just need to find the right crack. What will you do with such a power, Wielder? Whose memories will you hunt down? Ha! Do as you wish. My promise is fulfilled. May the crimes of my tribe be washed away in time, like the rest of this kingdom's. So, if you come back to the Seer with over 2,400 essence, you can talk to them once more. So much essence. So bright, you truly are the Wielder my tribe so long has dreamed of. The folk of my tribe were born from a light. Light similar to essence. Similar to that powerful blade, though much brighter still. They were content to bask in that light and honoured it for a time. But another light appeared in our world. A worm that took the form of a king. How fickle my ancestors must have been. They forsook the light that spawned them, turned their backs to it, forgot it even. And so this kingdom was born from that betrayal. But the memories of that ancient light still lingered. Hush whispers of faith, until all of Hallownest began to dream of that forgotten light. Ah, but what's done is done, and so am I. The Wielder has at last appeared, and I've held the memories of my tribe for long enough. It is time for us to be forgotten too. Don't remember us, Wielder. Don't honour us. We do not deserve it. Ah, I'm sorry. Light, radiance. I remember you. So, the Seer has quite cryptically essentially just revealed the source of the infection. There was some kind of light. The Moth tribe were born from it, and they abandoned it in favor of the king. And that light wasn't too happy. And so it used its power and took over people's dreams, and it manifested as the infection. So, the entire plot of this game is essentially a moth lamp meme. Ain't that brilliant? We have actually seen the light that the seer was talking about. We've seen a statue of it in the Crystal Peaks, and we very, very briefly saw it for like a couple of frames when the knight was absorbing the infection from the Hollow Knight during the first ending. Okay, so, as I've said, I want to save using the Awoken Dream Nail, getting the second half of the White Fragment, and doing the ending stuff for its own stream. But I've only been going for about an hour and 15 minutes. And I don't really want to just do an hour and 15-minute stream today. That feels like a bit of a waste. So, I am now fully powered up. I've got all of the nail upgrades, I've got all of the vessel upgrades, I've got all of the health upgrades. I've got basically every charm that matters. I think it's time to go and do the final Colosseum trial. I don't know if I can beat it today, but I'm damn sure going to do some attempts of it. Could I have used the nail on the seer? I believe I did in an earlier stream. He's just kind of aware that you're doing it and is like, hee, you're poking around in my mind. Right, so, got to remember the path there. Need to find the elevator to the City of Tears first. But yeah, in terms of main story, we're basically right at the end. There is one area left, and it's not a traditional area, so it won't take like a massively long time to go through. Oh shit, no. Wasn't sure if that counted as him protecting his mind from you. No, he quite happily lets you into his mind. He's just aware of the fact that you're there. The ones that are protecting their minds, they have like an essence shield that appears around them when you try and dream nail them. I have shown both of them off before. Okay, right. I need to go look at my charms. Huh. I could have sworn Tiso was supposed to spawn in this area. He was who I was wanting to talk to. But I guess he's not shown up. You know what, I'm actually going to quickly look into that. That is something I do want to try and show off if I can. Oh, okay, he's in the Blue Lake. Right, let's quickly go that way then. Let's put a Dream Gate down so I can get back here quickly. You believe? Good luck, Blunter. I mean, wait, no, you're saying good luck to me, not good luck to you. I mean, good luck if you want it. Thank you, Blunter, was what I meant to say. I really have to take Sharp Shadow off if I'm going through the elevators. keep accidentally activating them. Ah, there he is. There's my favourite grumpy little shit. Gah! What a calm place. It's action I want. Vicious and deadly battle. This serenity is a bore. That place calls to me. Somewhere beyond this lake, perhaps? So peaceful, so dull. Okay, I believe that counts as talking to him. So he should spawn in the Colosseum now. Right, let's climb this again. I didn't mean to do that. Here he is. He somehow beat me here. Hail one. You found it too then. This perfect place. I'll soon be entering the battle. Just taking a moment to rest first. Though few could truly challenge me, I'm hoping this arena presents the sort of brutal challenge I'm after. The perfect challenge. I can already taste my victory. Yeah, don't get too overconfident, mate. Okay, right. Definitely not fragile charms, because I'm almost certainly going to die on a few of these attempts. Do want now Master's Glory for the phases without any ground. Mark of Pride would be good. Quick Slash would be good. Probably Sharp Shadow, yep. Honestly, Grub Song is probably a good shout, because I'm going to be taking a lot of damage during this. So the more I can heal, the better. I'm actually going to look this up, because I can't remember how many rounds I have to get through here. And it would be kind of nice knowing how far through I am. Okay, so there's 17 waves, but all of these waves have sub-waves within them, basically. Did I? Yeah, I did set the bench because I was just doing my charms, wasn't I? It's a foolish question to ask. Okay. Trial of the Fool. Fight for Geo and the glory of being a fool. Place a mark and begin the trial. Here we go. I believe this is attempt number 2. I attempted it once a few streams ago. That's not a great start. Oh, shitting hell. Forgot there were primal aspids in here. Oh shit, out. Okay, the obbles aren't the worst thing in the world. If I can just get away from them, I can start healing. Thank you, Sam, for the good luck. Let me just check how far through I am. Okay, so this is technically wave 3. So wave 1 had a bunch of sub-waves, but wave 2 was pretty quick. Let's get away from them. On to wave 4. Oh, hello! I forgot about this wave. Okay, Loodles. Or frogs, as I believe speedrunners call them. This is kind of a breather phase, really. They're more just tricky to sort of learn the movement of than, like, difficult enemies. Right, let's kind of get out of the way of these guys, and then I'll be fine. There we go. More of them. Lovely. Okay, starting to get into the aerial phases. Oh, there would be a fucking Aspid, wouldn't there? There's never just one, is there? Oh, okay. Right, that Aspid needs to go first. And then I can get away from these two quite easily. Oh, a Mantis Traitor. Okay. Oh, shit. The flying ones. Okay, right. How far through am I now? So just done a bunch of Mantis Traitors. Okay, I see what's coming next. Bunch of these fuckers. We all know how I feel about these fuckers. Not very positively. Ah! That was cheap. Hey, it's the Soul Warrior! We get a third match with him. He goes down pretty quickly. Okay, this guy is a new guy. He is basically a combination of Umu and the Soul guys. He's quite annoying. Thankfully, he goes down pretty quickly. Okay, another one of these. Okay, got him. Oh, another one. Okay. Oh, fucking hell, another Soul Warrior. Okay, didn't see that coming. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, we're getting penned in now. Oh, God, these things. Okay. Okay, so we have now a boss fight with the Brooding Morlek. He's basically the same fight. The arena's slightly different, which slightly changes his behaviour, but not dramatically so. Okay, quick breather. Okay, I'm on wave 14. Okay, wave 14 is where I usually tend to lose, because this is where we get all of the sub-waves where you have no floor. This is why I want Nailmaster's Glory. Because look at this fucking bollocks. Primal fucking Aspids as well. Okay. I need to just chill out here. I'm losing my cool. Oh dear. Okay, this room is the cruelest. Okay, there's a floor, I can heal. So the reason that wave is the hardest is just because there's nowhere to heal and there's a bunch of really annoying, powerful enemies. Thankfully, this phase kind of just plays itself. The Loodles just keep killing themselves in the spikes, so you can just sit here and heal. Right, I need a quick breather. The phase where I'm most likely to die has passed. But the pressure of that might get to me and cause me to die anyway, so... Let's take a drink. Let's refill my drinks, because they're not very cold anymore, and this feels quite cold still. I need a cold drink, because it's very hot today. This was probably not the day to decide to do the Colosseum, but it needs to be done. Blunter and Sam, you both believe in me, thank you. You wouldn't if you knew what was coming, but... So, I believe I'm on wave 17, which is the final wave. But there's quite a lot of sub-waves to this one. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of the Mantis Traitor if I can. Because the other guy's quite slow. So I can use him to heal. Do you want me to be a contrarian and not believe then? Yeah, sure, go on then. I need a doubter. I need to be an underdog if I'm going to win. Oh, frickin' hell. Not you. Alright, I need as much health as possible going into this. And you are not going to help with that, so you can quite frankly, please die. There we go. Wait, you attacked me after death? What the hell? Okay, let's get rid of you. Okay, you're over there. You're fine. You're pretty slow. You don't seem too fussed about killing me. You're pretty nonchalant about it. Just like, yeah, I'll just stroll over there and kill you. Okay, I think I want to say that that was the final regular wave. I think it's time. Yeah, here we go. It's time for the boss of the Trial of the Fool. This is the God Tamer. So I'm going to pause and explain him, rather than try and explain him while I'm fighting him. So, he is a dual boss. You've got the Beast, or the so-called God, and then you've got the Tamer. Apart, they're kind of simple. The Tamer just has one sort of jump attack he does. The Beast can spit some stuff and he can roll at you. Killing the Tamer does not end the fight, because the Beast does not give a shit about the Tamer. But killing the Beast will cause the Tamer to basically just break down in sorrow because you've killed his pet. So I'm killing the Beast. He is definitely the main threat of this fight, but you have to be aware of what the Tamer is doing as well, because you can get sneak attacked quite easily. There we go. Beast is down. Tamer notices. So the boss fight isn't actually that hard. It's a fairly simple one. What makes it hard is just the pressure of everything you've been through to get to it. So I think they made the right choice when making it a fairly simple fight. Because if they put an actually really complicated, really unfair, difficult fight at the end of the arena, that would just be kind of bullshit. I am very surprised that I beat that first try. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, Tiso's gone. I want to go find Tiso. You're taking some credit. You can have as much credit as you like, Blunter. You were the one that believed in me first. Sam can also have some credit. So, I'm now kind of in a bit of a weird spot. Because I don't know that I have enough time to do the next area and all the final boss stuff today. Because I've got like an hour and 20 minutes left. But it feels a little bit lame to call the stream this early. So, I want to quickly go and find Tiso one more time and finish off his side quest. But then, I think I'm not going to do the Zote rematches because as far as I'm concerned, I've beaten Zote's quest. The main thing that happens from beating him has happened. However, I skipped over the White Defenders rematches. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to beat them today. And if I can't beat them today, then I'm just kind of done with them. But I figured I can at least give them a go, just to give me something to do for the next hour or so. Plus, the White Defender is magnificent, and he deserves it, so... Right, before I go to the Royal Waterways, though, I'm looking for a corpse. You might be able to tell whose corpse it is. I just can't remember where he's fallen. There he is, I saw him. So yeah, Tiso, for all of his bluster, was all talk. He died in the Colosseum. Why? People have figured out what killed Tiso. So jumping ahead a little bit, in the Godmaster DLC, there is a bunch of different boss rushes. And in one of them, it fakes you out, and it makes you think you're going to fight a Tiso boss. Then a Brooding Morlek, the boss you're actually going to fight, jumps into the arena and crushes him, and he has the same Dreamnail dialogue there that he does now. There is a Brooding Morlek in the Trial of the Fool. So if you put 2 and 2 together, you can kind of work out that that was what killed him. Which means he made it through the first 2 trials, he made it to the 3rd trial, and he died partway through, which, as much as I was just saying that he could talk the talk and not walk the walk, that's actually pretty good. He did a decent job. I think we've got to give him some credit for that. It's also very surprising that a Baka-designed character kind of dies off screen like that. I'm very curious if that was part of his storyline that the Baka designed, or if he just made the character. I don't really know to what extent they sort of created the characters. Like, did they just design them, or did they write the whole story? Not being a Baka myself, I'm not 100% sure. I wish I was a Baka. I really do. But unfortunately, I didn't discover this game until 2018, a year after it came out. If I was a Baka, I might have more of a clue of when Silksong is coming out, because they are technically getting Baka copies. And so they know, until they get their message being like, hey, what platform do you want your copy on, that it's not coming out anytime soon. And that's pretty much why we know that they can't shadow drop it, because they'd have to contact the backers first and it'd leak. You never even finished the one game you backed on crowdfunding. Was that Yooka-Laylee? Because I never finished that either. I'm not a backer of it, but I never finished it. I borrowed Joe's copy and was like, yeah, it's not really for me. You backed Yooka-Laylee and Mighty Number 9, never finished either of them. Oof. I mean, to be fair, both of those games I've heard have issues, so Mighty Number 9 probably more. Can't really blame you for not finishing them. Oh, I went to the bench and then I didn't change my charms. Hold on. I actually want to have a bit of a think about how I'm doing this. I think the best way to do this is going to be kind of a HP build. It's a dream fight, so I can have Fragile Heart with no consequence. I'm going to put on Quick Focus and Shape of Un. And then I just kind of want Mark of Pride so I can hit him while he's making his dung balls and not get hit by the dung balls. You're not going to lose sleep over it. Yeah, fair enough. So Yooka-Laylee was more of a thing where they promised an N64 platformer, and then they gave us one. I suppose. I couldn't really get into Yooka-Laylee myself. So I just remember when it was coming out, a lot of the like spaces I was in online were praising it pre-release. It's like, oh, it's going to be the second coming, it's going to be amazing. And then after it released, they were all like, yeah, it was okay. The camera sucked. Okay, White Defender, round 2. Let's see how many attempts this takes. Ow. So much for Mark of Pride so I don't get hit doing that. Hold on, I'm pretty safe here in the corner. Figured out too late that Banjo-style collectathons aren't your cup of tea. Yeah, they're not really mine either. I really did try to give the game a chance when Joe let me borrow it, but it was just like... I just can't make myself like a game that's just not my sort of thing. As much as a friend might want me to. You backed it hoping for a good platformer, but it was more aimed towards those with Banjo nostalgia. Yeah, that's a shame. Oh! Got him! Nice. That got pretty close there at the end. He's definitely an easier 2-damage boss than Grey Prince Zote, I would say. My king, I believe in you. I believe in Halonest. My devotion will never falter. The main reason you dropped it was the god-awful camera. Yeah, I've heard the camera was just really not good. And when I played it, it didn't feel that great. But if there's one thing from N64 platformers you shouldn't try to emulate, it is the camera. Okay, so he's going to start doing 3 damage now. At a certain point, healing is just going to become pointless. Oh, that was a cheap one to do right at the start. Oh shit, didn't move out of the way in time. Oh my god. Okay, this isn't going amazingly well, this fight. Yeah, that was literally at the perfect angle to smack into me. There we go. Alright, Sam, see you in a moment. Enjoy whatever it is you're off to go do. What's kind of sad is I don't really see people talking about these hidden dreams rematches that much. Like, the initial fights get a lot of attention. But I don't think anyone really bothers with the rematches beyond that anymore. Because, again, to kind of get ahead of myself a little bit, the Godmaster DLC does kind of make these a little bit redundant. That was very close. Hopefully Ben's mic didn't pick up the microwave beeps. Oh, I didn't hear anything. Oh, get away from that. Oh, that move always gets me. And that's not even an attack, that's just like a movement. Ow. Right, let's get him as he comes out. Okay, he's going into this phase. This phase is a phase for me that either goes really, really well and I get a lot of hits in, or just goes, like, abysmally. When I was first learning to fight him, I really hated this phase. Because I just did not work out how to dodge this attack, and that is also not what you do. You don't just stand there as he forms underneath you. Ah, god damn it. Oh my god! Okay, I'm one hit from death. Got him, nice. Oh, that was tricksy. That was tricky. Yeah, we were both one hit from death. It was like, it's time for the final move. Who's going to win? My king. Hallownest will be reborn, glorious and bright, just as it always was. Okay, right. Guess we're going into round 4 then. This is where it starts to get really hard. Of course, the key is just don't get hit, but that is easier said than done. Okay, didn't quite do the right spell there. Okay, that was close. Nearly got hit there. Completely whiffed that. Oh, shit. Oh, so close to doing it hitless as well. That was lasting for a long time. I just knew as soon as I started thinking that, I was going to mess it up. Let's grab a bit more soul off him. Okay, we're going into this phase. Ooh. God damn it. Frickin' shitball. I've been hit so many times by that ground pound that I just kind of instinctively know to avoid it. As soon as he starts doing it, I'm just like, yeah, I know exactly what that is. Not falling for that. Okay, got him. Nice. That actually wasn't too bad. I feel like that run went better than the level 3 version. The key really is just hit the boss, don't get hit. You don't have to worry about him doing 4 damage if he can't hit you. My king, we will all be together once more. Okay, it's time for round number 5, the final round. This is going by a lot quicker than I was expecting it to. We'll see how many attempts this one takes, though. I feel like you fight him enough for this that you do get really good at not getting hit by him. So by the time you get to this version... What was I saying? I don't think this is salvageable at this point. Healing 5 is basically, like, impossible. It takes so long. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, he's going into the air with his shitballs. Okay, you know what? I think I'm just going to focus on spells and not worry about healing. I think just playing aggressively is going to be the way to go here. Might be worth going and changing my charm setup to be more of an aggressive build. The healer build kind of ended up not really being necessary. That was only attempt 1, though. I think it's just I get psyched out knowing that he does 5 damage. Because, like, the fight itself is not any different. And I've just proven that I can beat it, so... Okay, I'm gonna go change around my charms, go for a more aggressive build. If I want to get hit less, I need to make the fight shorter. And to do that, I need to do more damage. Can he get to me while I'm on the bench? I don't know if he can, actually. Right, let's get rid of... I'll keep Mark of Pride. I want Fragile Strength, and I want... Spell Twister, yeah. So I can do more spells, can't increase the damage with all of these, but... I'm going to keep Fragile Heart just so I have a bit more leeway when it comes to getting hit. Actually, I've got an idea. How many does Joni's Blessing take? 4. Okay, no, I don't really have the slots for that. Ah! He was hiding in the ceiling. Okay, Dung Defender, I'm coming for you. How's the poop fight going? We are on attempt 3 of round 5. I've changed up my build. But now you're back, you're my good luck charm, Sam, so I'm gonna win. Just gotta de-sweat my hands. Oh, ow. Didn't see that he was going for that. But basically, I've given up on healing. I'm going all in on aggression. Basically, I won't need to heal because he will die before I will. Okay, we're on this phase already. Oh, poo, that's not a good sign. Damn. That wasn't a bad attempt, though. Got to the second phase. I love that in this brilliant, resplendent white palace, they built a shit room for this guy. Oh, poo. That didn't go very well. Okay, on to the second phase. You were thinking about that. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm determined to get my shit statue. I want to be recognised as one of the great knights. Well, this is not the start of a great attempt. But even a failed attempt, as long as I'm having fun, it also means that I'm slowly relearning the boss fight and getting better. Failure still has its purpose. And it does kill me in about 3 hits, so... Ooh! That's cheeky, doing that at the start. Oh, poo. Right, you know what? I am going to heal a little bit. Do have a bit of a window here. Okay, that was a bit of a shit situation. Sometimes you just don't see the shitballs coming. You'd think that they would really, like, stand out from the background because they're brown and the background is white, but no. It's always a little tricky to know how to respond to that one. Okay, on to the second phase. Okay, I'm going to focus on just not getting hit rather than trying to land spells here. Because I think that's why it's been killing me. Oh! Oh, got him! Time for dinner part 2, the part you had to cook before it went off. The best kind of part dinner. That was intense. How funny that I see you in my dreams too, little one. Your noble bearing reminds me of our dear king. When he returns, I'll ask him if you can become a knight. What jolly adventures we will have. Well, yeah, there's a reason I resemble the king. Hello, Dung Defender. Ah, you're awake and looking well rested. I was startled when I woke to find you curled up beside me. But of course you're welcome to rest here whenever the world wearies you. As the king granted his kingdom to shelter to those who needed it, I offer my home. Stay as long as you like, down here where it's cozy and warm and moist. Don't describe it as warm and moist. Where will the line of Hallownest great knights end? With me? Can such a thing be passed on? My cave may seem a far cry from the finery of the palace, but even still the memories of my former comrades and our glorious king remain fresh in my mind. The Pale Court was a wondrous place, full of the age's greatest heroes. Ah, looking at you now, I can easily imagine you standing amongst them. Okay, right, I think I have to leave his room and then come back for the shit statue to spawn. There it is. It's me! Made out of shit. This is a far greater accomplishment than anything I've done in my real life. I've earned the Dung Defender's respect. And I stand in this glorious hall of statues amongst the Great Knights. We've seen all the Great Knights now, so yeah. This guy looks like the False Knight. This is Hegemon. This one is kind of just a weird mound, but it's meant to look like the Grey Mourner. This is Zamir. This looks like the corpse by the White Lady. This is Jiraiya. This looks like the corpse that's in Isma's Grove. This is Isma. And of course we have the Dung Defender himself, whose real name is Ogrim. And now we are the 6th of their group. So I went into his dream, and my actions in there subconsciously changed his thoughts. Yes. Yes, it is Inception. Okay, so that did not take as long as I was kind of expecting it to. So, should I go and fight Zote again? I don't think I can beat the level 8 version. But should I at least do a few more attempts and see how far I get? Just to pad out the stream a little bit? What do you guys think of that? Five-hour stream. No. I think I'll keep this build for Zote. I think this will work quite well. So I've already beaten 4 of Zote's rounds. So there's 6 more to go, I believe. But Grey Prince Zote is also a much harder fight to do hitless than the White Defender. There's a lot of bullshit that goes on in this fight. It's time for round 5. The level 3 version. Enchanting, vigorous, diligent, overwhelming, gorgeous, passionate, terrifying, beautiful, powerful, Grey Prince Zote. Well, this has already not gone amazingly well. Okay, I'm just going to keep fighting Zote until I get fed up of this fight. I don't know how long that'll be. Might be 10 minutes. Might be until the end of stream. But I basically got nothing else to do at this point. Thanks, Ben. Why don't you come in here and you give this a try then? Yeah, there's a reason why I initially said I wasn't going to do these attempts, because trying to do this fight without getting hit is honestly bullshit. You'd do even worse, yeah. Yeah, I thought so. He span around and hit me. I thought he was going to hit the other side. Frickin' Zote. Okay, he's coming down. Oh my god, that was close. Oh shit. Okay. Healing is still a little worth it at this point. Oh, I think he does kind of just spin around to hit you if you go under or above him. Okay. So it's dangerous trying to dodge him that way. Okay, I get it. Makes sense. Hello, Zote. There you are. I was quite fine with you being on the other side of the arena, where you weren't bothering me. It's the walking attack, where he just walks forward. And that flailing when he does. Those are the worst ones. I think that is the one flaw that I think a lot of Hollow Knight bosses do have. is it's kind of the repositioning problem. And I did watch a video about this. This is why I know it has a name. They don't telegraph when they're about to move very well. So in challenges like this, when just the amount of damage they're doing has been amplified, it can feel a little cheap when they just step forward into you. I mean, I can't complain too much. I am taking a lot of damage on the actual attacks as well. That was very close, but it paid off. Never mind. Just gonna keep pushing away at this until I win. Don't know how long that'll take. Or until I give up, which might be what's more likely to happen. This is just like stage 3 as well. It goes up to like 8. Okay, yeah, I think this run is in the bin. Okay, got a healing opportunity. Gotta take it. Never mind. Didn't matter. Yeah, I'm not convinced that I can beat even this version. I can't do this fight without getting hit. There's just too much going on. It's a bit beyond my skill level, I think. Okay, that was just a really poor attempt. Okay, I'm gonna put a timer on myself. If I've made no progress by half past, I'm gonna call it there. Because you don't get anything for doing this, really. You just get a golden statue that means nothing. So I don't really see the point in just continually throwing myself at this if I'm not gonna be able to do it. This fight and don't get hit challenges don't really go hand in hand together very well. I didn't mind with White Defender because it's an actually well-designed fight. Whereas Zote's fight is just random bullshit, the fight. Already have a better statue anyway. Exactly. Was it healthy to have 2 dinners? Probably not, but you don't have food waste. It may not have been healthy for you, but the fact that you've not wasted it means it's healthy for the planet. And the planet is more important than all of us. That was the message of Final Fantasy VII. And we should all take it on board. Okay, this one. You love his sword attack. I love watching it. I don't love trying to counter it. Didn't really have anywhere to go there because of his explodey guys. Oh, always misread where he's going to pop out from the ceiling. I mean, I say misread, it doesn't really telegraph where he's coming down from. Ah, you son of a bitch. Okay, basically the rule is don't be above Zote because he will just jump into you with no warning. And it wasn't even what killed me this time. He's come a long way from that fight in the arena, where he just plinks off you. I have to commend both whoever animated Zote and whoever voiced him, because they did a perfect job. Okay, yeah, this is a piss poor attempt. Yeah, I think even this version of him is just too much for me. Oh my god. I keep leaving when I don't mean to. Okay. I've lost count of how many attempts this has been. They've all been going by so fast. Ow, poo. Oh my god, I didn't even see you coming through the explosions. Oh. Doing that twice in a row. Okay, cool. And he just runs into me. Chest slams me and I die. Okay. What are you doing, Zote? Yeah, spit your guys out. Ah, the walk. It's always the walk. Every time. Okay. 2 more attempts, I reckon, and that'll bring me to half past. Okay, 1 more attempt. I think I've kind of worked out, don't double jump. Because you need an emergency double jump in certain situations. So just try and single jump when you can. Easier said than done, though. The fact that Bretta made this place, though, and made the Grey Prince, and he's still here after she's gone, does make you question where he's come from. Well, that was the final attempt. I think that sums up the multi-damage versions of Grey Prince Zote quite well. He's a fun fight when you first do him, but once they start racking that damage up, it's just... It gets a little bit ridiculous, I will say. It's not my favourite challenge in the game, but you don't have to do it. It doesn't count for completion percentage. You don't get anything for doing it, so I'm not going to be like, oh, you know, they shouldn't have put it in the game. It's a fun challenge for those people who want it. I'm glad that I attempted it today. I'm impressed that I beat the White Defender one so quickly, because on my first playthrough that took a good few hours. But yeah, so, okay, I think this week there's going to end up being a bit of a schedule change. Because I don't have a secondary game at the moment. The game that will be taking that slot after Subnautica is not quite ready to go. So I was planning on doing a Hollow Knight stream this weekend. Not this weekend, sorry, this Wednesday. And I wanted the ending to be on a weekend slot because more people can make it. So I was going to do that next weekend. So the plan for Wednesday was to do an arena stream. And to do all of the arena stuff well, to do basically just as many attempts as it would take to beat the arena. I thought it might require a full stream just because of how hard it is. I didn't expect to beat it first try today. That was a surprise. And I don't want to do the ending stuff on Wednesday, and I don't really want to start the DLC Content Pack 2 on Wednesday, because I don't know if I can beat that in one stream, because it has a pretty hard boss fight at the end of it. So, I guess I'm just going to find a one-off stream to do on Wednesday then. I have no idea what that will be. I have not prepared for this scenario. Well, I'll probably find something. You know, I've got lots of games I could pick from. I own a lot of games. Anyway, I think that will do it for today. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I will be back pretty soon, actually. I'll be back tomorrow over on Ben's channel, because we are doing part 2 of our Super Mario 3D World playthrough. And then when we're done with that, when he gets home, he will be starting a playthrough of Kid Icarus Uprising, which I am very, very excited for. I love that game. I'm looking forward to seeing him stream it and play it. And I'm kind of jealous that he is actually able to stream it, because I don't think my laptop could handle it. Then, as I've said, potentially a one-off stream of some kind on Wednesday. Don't know what that's going to be yet. And then next Saturday will be time for the final boss, the true final boss, and the true ending of Hollow Knight. That won't be the end of Hollow Knight, because there's still 2 more DLC packs to cover, but I'm going to be covering them after the ending. I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of the second one. The fourth one, I'm only going to be spending a single stream on. I'm going to do it as kind of like a showcase thing rather than a full playthrough, but I'll elaborate more on that when I get there. Anyway, right, looks like Army is live, and since I'm finishing a little bit early, I kind of feel like doing a raid. It's not like I have to run straight to bed or anything, so let's get that going. She's playing Yakuza 5. Okay, cool, there we go. Okay then, guys, have a good one, and I will see you later. Bye!